Have you ever met a celebrity and kept it cool? I had been working my usual shifts at a local cafe, constantly juggling bills and family responsibilities. My dad had been battling a long-term illness and I couldn't afford the money to visit him. Every time I tried to save for the trip, something else would come up and I had to put it off. He kept telling me not to worry, assuring me that he'd be fine, but I could hear in his voice that something wasn't right and I knew I needed to see him soon. As weeks passed, I worked extra shifts at the cafe trying to make up for lost time. I promised him I'd come visit, but every time I got close to affording a plane ticket, something would happen. Then one evening I got the phone call that I had been dreading. My dad's doctor called and said that he was deteriorating quickly. He had been coughing up blood but didn't want to worry me, so he hadn't told me how bad things were. The doctor made it clear that my dad didn't have much time left. I stayed up that night, devastated, crying for the father I couldn't reach. But despite my emotional state, I had to show up for work the next day. As I was serving customers, something unexpected happened. Robert Downey Jr. walked into the cafe. He had a hat on, sunglasses, and a slightly scruffy look, trying to blend in, but I immediately recognized him. It was right after the success of Iron Man, and I was freaking out on the inside, but I didn't want to bother him or make him feel uncomfortable, so I pretended not to know who he was. I served him and treated him like any other customer, making casual small talk to keep things normal. But before he left, I couldn't resist. I wrote a little note on his receipt that said, "I'm a huge fan of your work. Thanks for inspiring me." When I went to clean the table, I saw that he had written something back. "Thank you for treating me like anyone else. Here's a little something for you." It was a $600 tip. I couldn't believe it. In that moment, I knew I had to use that money to fly out and see my dad. I booked a flight immediately, and when I arrived at the hospital, I was able to spend his final moments with him. I got to say goodbye, and thanks to Robert Downey Jr.'s kindness, I was there when my dad needed me the most.